What's going on, traders? Today is day number 5 of the $1,000 account challenge, and I am up a whopping $5. I know it doesn't seem like much, but I had 2 losses and a win, so I'm lucky to even be green on the day at all. So this is going to bring my total portfolio balance to $1,021.33. So let's break down the trades. Today off my day trade watch list, NVIDIA was a long idea above 119.5. What we do is not chase the move after the open, but this was a gap up day that looked like it was breaking out of an ascending triangle on the daily. So maybe I should have just went for it after the open. It would have gave me some pretty decent profit, but I try to stick to my strategy as much as possible, right? And that means not chasing the move up when the move happens. So I just let this move go without me. Runs all the way up to the high of day and then pulls back. That's my strategy. Don't chase the move up. Look for the dip. Now, I don't take the entry here because it's still within the first 5 minutes and I'm not trusting that run. But once it pressed higher, that's going to give me enough confirmation to take the entry long on this dip there. Now, this is where I kind of messed up because I said, well, I need to make sure that this is creating higher highs and higher lows. So on any lower low, I would cut this trade, which would mean that my cut point would be down here. I cut the trade over here, not because it made a lower low, but because I was focused on the P&L rather than the chart itself. So I was down about $15 on this trade, and I was like, man, that's just too much risk, you know, because this, if it dumps at that point, now I'm down $30, $40. I can't afford that in my account where I'm at right now. I can't afford that amount of risk. So I just had to cut this trade. But the good thing about cutting it early is that I'm still managing the risk and I still can go back in on this if it confirms. So I wait and see what's it going to do. When it starts to print a higher high and I see the higher volume come in here, it's a market buy on the breakout move there of this pennant pattern. And then the sell should have been at the high of day. That would have been enough to put me green on the day. But instead of me doing that, I got greedy on this trade and I was looking for more and it cost me because it rejected the high of day and I held through. We got a second rejection of the high of day and then this comes down and I'm like, oh gosh, this is going to be another cut trade. So I take about another $6 loss. At this point, I'm down $21 on the day, which is double the limit of my daily loss for this challenge. I don't want to lose more than $10. I'm down 21. So what do I do here? I stay patient and recognize that this same support area continues to validate as a point of support. So when we get the move back up, I double my position size, but still stay within my limits because these contracts cost 55 cents at this time. So I'm purchasing 2 contracts rather than 1 contract each like I did over here. And I learned from my mistakes. In the past where I wasn't taking the profit on the pop, this time I'm taking the profit on the pop. And this final trade gives me a total profit of $26. So 26 minus 21 means I'm up $5 on the day. Now I'm not overly pleased about my trading today. There's a few lessons to be learned, so stick with me here through this. The first lesson is that here on this very first trade, I needed to be trading the chart and not the P&L, because had I been doing that, I would have recognized that this did not put in a lower low. There was no reason for me really to exit this trade, and I could have held through and caught this pop move up. So I would have had a really great entry with a really good profit. The second mistake was taking the entry about halfway through this candle and then not taking the profit, because had I did that, I would have been green on the day, and instead I wound up adding to my losses by cutting this trade over here, getting greedy and holding through too long. So the 2 best decisions that I made on the day was doubling my position size over here, but still using about $100 on this trade, and then taking the profits when it was offered up here. So the lessons to be learned from the trading today: take your profits when they're offered. Trade the chart, not the P&L. Don't be afraid to go back in on a trade just because previous trades haven't worked out for you. Notice how I didn't let my decision-making on the losing trades affect my decision-making on the winning trade. That last trade saved my green day and my green week. My soft goal for this challenge is about $25 per week. I hit $21 on the week. That's pretty good. But scrolling through these profits, a lot of you are well above the initial starting balance of $1,000. I mean, $221, $386, $147, $157, $59 on the day, $131 on the day, $439 on the week, $460 on the week. Absolutely love to see this, because what you are all doing is building up that profit margin and proving that this system and strategy strategy taught here does work. So while I wish that I was up as much as some of you, I know that over time my system and strategy is going to work for me, and I probably will be there at some point. It's not a competition of me versus you, but a competition of me versus me to do better every single day. By the way, if you'd like to participate in this challenge, it is not too late. You just have to be a member of the Discord server, and to be a member of the Discord server, you got to join the WAP. The link is going to be in the description of this video, and you'll get full access to my course as well for the duration of time that you're signed up to the WAP. So give me an opportunity. I'd love to be your mentor and help take you from the trader that you are to the trader that you want to be. Thank you for watching this video all the way through, and I will see you next week when we continue the $1,000 account challenge. Cheers.